They thought they could create heaven on earth. So on the first day, they cut it into little squares and built little white houses. Then they remembered the garden. So on the second day, they planted rows of white flowers that looked like angel's breath. They wanted to be sure that Eden wasn't a myth. So on the third day, they hung lace curtains over their windows and put locks on their doors. Soon it came time to establish the rules. So on the fourth day, they painted some of the rooms pink and some blue. The houses filled with new life. So on the fifth day, they built fences and told their children to be afraid. Since paradise is forever, on the sixth day, they turned themselves to stone and said, "This is good." On the seventh day, they rested.
You'll always be faced with the problems of maintaining a home.
I can make my own living just as well as he can make his. He ought to be glad I'm working. A woman's place is in the home. But I'm as good as he is. I've got a brain of my own, and I intend to make the most of my life, too.
Here we go again.
I'm feeling like I owe apology.
Are you trying to boss me again?
Who's boss?
Maybe it was that course in family relations last spring. I learned that it's a good idea to try to change yourself first if there has to be a change.
Now sing along with me.
So I had kind of a freak out, and he basically told me that I should just get over it. But, you know, like, it's just not that simple. And I was trying to get him to understand that. And I guess I came up with the metaphor that, you know, my life isn't like a timeline, and I'm not a dot at the end of it. And it's not as simple as just cutting off everything that's behind me, and then all of a sudden I'm a nice, you know, clean dot. There's only the dot, and it's just staying there, and time is someone throwing paint on me over time. And, you know, like, it's been a while, you know, like, I've lived a while, so obviously, like, I'm covered, and some of the paint, you know, apparently has, like, some acid in it or something, and, you know, it's because it's, like, eating away at me, and, you know, so I gotta get that out. But it's just not that simple, because, you know, like, some of the colors have mixed together, or some colors are covering other colors, and I don't even know they're there. So, you know, like, it's just not that simple. And even if I do get rid of the paint, then, you know, what am I left with?